Beer Witch 2. You know, I gotta put it out there, you know, because I'm being tracked. When I said like the Beer Witch has a lot of power and liberty, I'm not lying, man. So there was one time I was actually talking to the Beer Witch, and she said, she got mad at me and she said, well, now you're gonna be tracked. She told me to my face. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? She said, we're gonna track you. And I was like, what the fuck? This was like the real Beer Witch. She got mad about something. I don't know what it was. But like, I started getting tracked by like a I don't know what it is. When you get tracked, it's like unmarked cars and stuff like that. Well, like, you know, I'm making these videos about the Beer Witch, and that's very dangerous out here. Because because it's real. It's real. The lady won't stop doing what she's doing, and she's like trying to intimidate people for some reason. So I like to record what she's doing, because like nobody really knows what's that person's problem other than drinking beer and barley. So when I'm out and about, you know, in unmarked cars, you know, they start to surveillance you. They usually look like Camaros or like Lincolns or Chevrolets, Mazdas, and they're usually like a tinted dark, or like they're either white colored unmarked. And something that blends into traffic, you know. But the way you, like, you know, not to be paranoid or anything, but the way that people actually look at this is if like there's an ambulance like 2 blocks away that's following that car. They have a system called the CAD system, and they look for radio confirmation. If it's detective work or something like that, first they gotta stage the area and make sure that the environment's safe for them to enter, and then they get confirmation. Now this very system I've been aware of for about 3 years, and they, like, whoever's a detective doing that, you know, it's a group of people, law enforcement, that's surveillancing on part of the Beer Witch. Because they don't really stop me or anything. I think they're just like looking and seeing where I'm going. Like as I said, whenever you get tracked like that, you need to like you already know what to do. Like, you know, you have to pull over somewhere, because they're not gonna, they're not gonna like move in if you're like parked. They're gonna follow you and just keep following you until they find a reason or something to do. And these are tactics, but like surveillance tactics. And the Beer Witch has been doing this with local law enforcement and detective agencies. But it's pretty easy to you know, to see a detective in their car, you know, what they drive. It's pretty easy. There's good detectives and there's bad detectives, that's all I can tell you. This is the way they manipulate their instruments, because if they're doing it for like something that is like to harass a person, let me tell you, man, they're doing it to harass people. They're gonna do it in a group of probably 4 or 3 people, usually 5, and then the whole department will know that they're doing it on part of somebody, that's in this situation. But I like I'm just viewing what they're doing, and the thing that's weird is when you see the ambulance following them. It's like they know, like the ambulance is like staging the area, and it's like they know what they're doing. It's fucking weird. It's like a psyop. And so if you're trying to like figure out if these things are real, they actually occur in different areas, and yeah, it does. But it's a whole entire system, they gotta get confirmation from the radio. And but what's weird about it is the ambulance is the weirdest part, because the ambulance are being sent there along with the person that's like surveillancing. It's fucking weird. That's called surveillance, That's like real surveillance. That's when they're watching you. And it's fucking weird to be surveillance. Now, this ain't like paranoia or none of that. This is like a real system that's being used in Liberty County. Now, I don't know any of these people or why they be surveillancing. What is it that they're looking for? But when they harass people, usually they get into your business and they try to tell you what to do in your own personal life. Like, like whatever is your personal life, they try to like tell you what to do, but in the form that they are like law enforcement, and it has nothing to do with breaking any laws or anything like that. It has something to do with surveillance and harassment. And this PSYOPs is brought to you by Liberty County. This PSYOPs is brought to you by Liberty County, folks. And I'm showing you how it works. I'm telling you how it is out here. Because, like I told you, I got out of social media, and that's where they were surveillancing me, the beer witch. And the beer witch is now using undercovers. Now doing the footwork with the local, the locals. But like, I don't like being followed. If you follow me, I'm definitely gonna know that you're following me for some reason. But like, as I said, I don't know what the beer witch is doing. She might think that I'm hiding beer somewhere. I don't know. She has so much anger for the beer.